Hello?
Hello.
There you go. Okay.
Is there any feedback?
I just have to lower the game so I can hear you better. Pop
Okay.
up the chat because for some reason Streamlabs does not like it for today. But I'm guessing everything is going well. Jerome, thank you for being the first one, man. Alright, so
Oh, if I connected, you would have to restart the game, right?
yeah, but that's fine. Are you connecting now? Do you want to play now, or I don't.
No. I'll let you play a little bit first, and when I want to play, then I'll just connect then.
Well, what I want to do is the Shadow Ranger is one of Jerome's favorite rangers. If he is considered a ranger, it says police all over his outfit, so I feel like he's more like a dog cop. So kids, good afternoon, man.
I get you.
So maybe Jerome could help me out when it comes down to what he actually is or whatever. But so yeah, do I have a new mic? No, actually. Why? Does it sound worse? Does it sound better? Does it sound different? Does it sound
Because it sounds really clear.
good? I sound better? Good. Alright. So, I don't know where Jerome is, but I'm gonna set this up. I'm going to do my best. The game is a bit loud, I just lowered it. Is that better?
Jerome says I'm here.
Okay. Now I just need to... I don't know why you sound low.
I can try to increase my volume on Sky.
Yeah, so I want to basically explain to everybody, right? Tokens, this is something that I want to try. I want people to understand that just because fighting games isn't very popular amongst the video game community, it doesn't mean that not anybody can play it. You know, everybody can play fighting games. So what I want to do is I want to basically describe in probably the best depth of detail that I can to show people basically how to play any sort of fighting game. Well, that was an accident. Thank you for that, Quantum Ranger. So now I know that Jerome isn't that familiar with fighting game notations, so this is how I'm gonna explain it. I'm using a PS4 controller, right? And what notations that I use when it comes to fighting games is there's no back or forward. I mean, there's no left and right. There's just back and forward, right? So we have up, down, left, and right. Or in fighting games is UDBF, up, down, back, forward. Now the reason for that is because if we're playing and I tell somebody, okay, now press forward in X or forward in A, that's on Xbox, or forward in B, that's on Nintendo, right? So what people will do is they'll press forward and that button, and he'll do this. Now, if I say press right and the button, he'll still do this. But if you switch sides of the screen and you press right and the button, he'll do that instead. That's why it's important to do forward and back. So if I'm pressing forward, I'm always going to be walking forward towards the opposite person. I think I explained that to you, Jerome, when you was here yesterday, right? So the same thing goes for back. how do you block in this game? You walk back. So if I say, how do you block in this game? You walk left. You're gonna go this way, and the direction is still gonna keep on going you forward. On the right hand side of the screen, you're gonna walk towards them. So you're obviously not gonna block that way. Now, as far as the face buttons go, PlayStation has square, triangle, X, and circle. And I'm gonna do that as 1, 2, 3, and 4 because maybe you're playing on Xbox, maybe you're playing on Switch, maybe you're playing on whatever system you wish. What I'm gonna do is basically explain how combos work, how to make yourself look flashy, how to impress your friends, but most importantly, just keeping it casual, right? Now, pressing square would be the equivalent of pressing X on Xbox or Y on the Switch. So that is what we're going to refer to as the 1 button. It's going to be 1, triangle is 2, X is 3, circle is 4. That way, when you're playing on Xbox and you see I'm pressing square, you don't have to think, square is X on Xbox, I gotta, look at my controller real quick. I'll just refer to it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, another way that you can get familiar with it is by looking at it. I imagine a Z starting from square and ending on circle. So the Z goes from square, triangle, X, circle. That's how I mentally imagine it. Now the top buttons, I switched. I should probably point that out. Right? What happened? Okay. I switched to top buttons. Right. Now this is the notation that we get in Power Rangers. Light, medium, heavy, special. Right? Then we have assist 1, assist 2. Then you have dash, throw, super, EX, special, and so on and so on and so on. So, what I did was... Why is it not letting me exit? There we go. Okay, so what I did was I put my L1 or left bumper or whatever it is that you guys use as grab.
I call it justice.
Then my R1 is super.
Shadow Saber. Justice served.
Then my L2 is assist 1 and my R2 is assist 2. That's the buttons that I'm familiar with. You can make the buttons however you want to do. You can play the game how you want to play it. Just understanding the buttons is always the most important thing in the game. So now we're going to look at the move list, right? It says saber, upper, anti-air. You see how it says B? B would be 4. That would be circle. So that would say left and 4. Shadow form is A, which would be X on PlayStation. We're going to refer to that as 3. Shadow form XX, that would be 1, 1. I hope that makes sense. So it says, let's look at this move, right? Shadow form XX. So what we would have to do is we would press 3 and then press 1, 1. So that's how you do this. It looks cool, but that's just due to great animation. I really didn't do anything special. I hope you guys are on board with this. Shadow upper is the anti-air. That's this. Okay, cool. What else do we have? For Dissidia. Okay. That move is so good. Okay. Shadow cancel. You enter the mode and then you press it again to get out. Cool. During shadow form. Forward. What's shadow form? Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. He has a dash. That's cool. He has a normal dash and then he has a shadow form dash. That's kind of cool. Dashing in this game is the same exact thing as in Mortal Kombat, as in Street Fighter. It's the same exact thing. You just press forward or back. Now, he has 2 dashes that we just discovered. Shadow Strike. Yeah, I know the basic of fighting games are just bad at for the lack of practices and desire to be good. Well, I know, but just if you wanted to, if you just wanted to play, you know, if you just wanted to play the game, if you go to somebody's house and you have like 6, 7, 8 people there, and everybody wants to play a game, but nobody wants to hog up the controller, fighting games is the best way to go, because matches don't last longer than 60 seconds sometimes. Sometimes they'll last 2-3 minutes, but everybody gets a turn. You know, and if you get your chance, if you want to play, you can take your character, make them into your character, and play however you want, and then you get that awe-inspiring aura around you from everybody who's watching. And truthfully, you're not doing anything special. What you're doing is you're just playing the game, you're using the knowledge that you know, and it really pays off in a lot of areas. That's the one thing that I loved about fighting games. Sitting in front of a crowd of people, playing it, and just hearing everybody's amazement at the stuff that I'm doing. But people think
It is God's will.
Thank you, Knight. People think that it's really hard. People think that it's tough to do, but it's really, really not. Thank you for the resub, man. I really, really appreciate that. How you doing today, Knight? Oh, wow, he has a guard breaker hit. Okay. Eviscerate. Oh, so you can do it twice, huh? That's cool. Okay. Justice Assault. That's one
It is
bar.
God's will.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay. So Justice Assault would be 1 plus 3. That's square plus x, x plus a, whatever you're wishing. Whatever platform you're playing on. 32 months is such a long time. Now, that's why I set my R1 to being that special, that super. Find it easier that way. Finally, I get to talk about meter. Super, you get 3 bars of meter in this game. So, to use 1, you press square and X, or 1 plus 3. To use 2, you press R1, or right bumper. This is the moment like yeah, basically, because that's the easiest way. That's the easiest way to explain fighting games. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, there's people who number the jump notations and stuff like that. Like standing still is 2, crouching is 5, and that stuff is just confusing to me. I'd rather just
That is a lot.
UDBF 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Because then, if you're playing on arcade stick, you have to memorize all of these number notations just to explain, buttons. That's way too confusing. Because if you say U, it's up. So you might as well just say up. But if you're writing it down and then you tell somebody and you want to explain how to diagonal jump in or diagonal jump back, you just type UF, UB. Up, back, up, forward. See? It's so much simpler that way. And finally, the last bit of meter that you get is the Zords. In order to use the Zords, you gotta hit both of your assist buttons at the same time. Now, to make your Zord attack, it goes corresponding to the button you press. So if you press 1, it attacks. If you press 2, it does a different attack. If you press 3, oh, the meter wasn't done yet. Okay.
Megazord ready.
Yeah, that's 4. Sorry. That's 3. Oh, 3 is nothing. Okay, so there you go. We just found something out. There's 1, 2, and 3. The 3 attack buttons, light, medium, and heavy, make your Zord attack. I didn't even know that. I thought it was all 4 buttons. How can you control the Dragon Zord without the flute? Hey, don't worry about it. Tommy is in the background. He's just chilling with Wesker on his day off. See? So that's basically his entire moveset. that's honestly basically his entire moveset. And everybody, I think, has the same combos. So I think it's like square, square, square. Oh, he just has 2 hits. Now, if you go to him, he has 2 hits also. Daishi has 3 hits. See? Everybody plays different. Make the character your own. Oh, he has triangle, triangle, triangle. So you could do that 6 times. Nice and gently on your controller so you're not button mashing it. And that's a 6-hit combo. You just did something that might just get people in awe. And it's just the same button over and over again. Now, he has circle, which is also a 2-hit. But just remember that these are all neutral attacks. And what I mean by neutral attack is that I'm not pressing any arrows on my controller. I'm not moving at all. I'm just pressing the button flat. That's it. Now, neutral jump is just pressing straight up. So when you hear people say neutral jump punch, neutral jump kick, that's basically what they're doing. They're just jumping straight up in the air and just pressing an attack button. Now, I'm kind of curious to see what other stuff that we can come up with, since we just basically ran through his moveset. So I want you guys to understand that everything I just showed you, I'm gonna learn how to just combine, and we're gonna see where it takes us. I don't even know what combo I have in mind. I just want to do it and see what happens. Daishi, not now, man. What are you doing? Get out. Hey, Venus. Okay, so let's see. Look at that. That was pretty cool. You could do. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. I got work. It's no problem, Venus. I'll upload this to YouTube. I hope we can play King of Fighters again. Yeah, I asked you. I said whenever you're ready, you can just let me know. You can shoot me a text, and I'll set it up and we can play.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I want to see what I can do here. Maybe I can do it mid-screen. Let's see something. Can't. That's interesting. Oh, hey, did you see that? That's kind of cool.
I hope, Jerome, you're taking notes.
Okay, so what I just did there was I pressed 4, and then I pressed 3. I pressed 1, 3 again, and then dash forward. And it just looks so fancy. It just, those little things that I just did just makes it look so fancy. Huh.
Jerome learned it. Awesome.
I did. Good. Let's see.
Terry
Or
May?
the-
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. He has a back and 4, but he doesn't have a forward and 4. Okay. And he just has the same attack for his 2. You have a good day too, Venus. Thank you. Alright, let's see here. I'm wondering if there's something that I can do. me see something. I want to see if that works now. No! Why do you do that? No! Okay, let me see something. Oh! No, why do you do that?
You know what I love about fighting games is that the truth is to have fun with what you got. That's what I love.
Hey, look at that, huh? 364, that's not bad.
Nice.
It's almost half damage, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what I'm happy with. We did something cool, but you know,
Good job, sir.
even if you think that you made a mistake, just convert it. You know, always. You can always just convert whatever it is. If you drop a combo, you can always turn it into some sort of reset or something. Only if you can. Because there's something in this game that I learned is that if you press the 1 button when they're in the air, it automatically stops your combo. So like that. They turn orange and then you can't continue your combo. See? So if I wanted to do a combo, I just have to make sure by all costs, if I want to extend it as long as I can, I have to make sure that I do not do a standing 1. Don't do standing 1 in the middle of a combo. That's a no-no. You can start off your combos with it, sure, because that has the fastest attack to come out. But even if you start off your combo with it, even if you start off your combo with a standing 1 or a crouching 1, it lowers the amount of damage output that you do. So if you want to do decent damage, you can start off with hitting 2 or hitting 4. So I'm gonna show a good example right now. If you look at the combo damage, it says 117. Now if I press 144, it says 122. But if I continued my combo, if I can, hold on. Okay, maybe that's different. Okay, I could do it better with him. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Right? Now if I do this, see, 197. So if I start off with the 1, the light attack, and I do the exact same combo that I just did, the damage goes down. So 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 227. 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 197.
It's not nice to pick on people.
Now, I don't think that this guy is a beginner character immediately off the bat, because I feel like his secret is getting that dash in. And it's like you said yesterday, Jerome, when you're playing a character, you don't have to do my combo. Play the character your way, because if you do, it's way better. It has your personality being described in your combo. Ah, that was nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try that. What we're gonna do is down 2, standing 4, down and 4. That's what we're gonna try. No, not with that. For the Cydia. Look at that. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay. You could say that out loud.
Okay, if people copy combos, like they see it online, they won't know how to respond if you get stopped. That's why when you make up your own combos, it's so much easier for you to learn how to, when it drops, know what to do next, or know how to block, or know how to, get out. Because a lot of times when people copy a strategy, they end up not knowing a solution to fix it when it doesn't come out right. And it happens a lot in any fighting game. Any type of game that you have to influence it. Like all games, I'll say. Because a lot of times it comes to people who freeze when you just like if you can't land that one move, and you'll end up freezing and you're not sure what to do. And it's easier when you actually practice and make things your own, because once you learn your character fully, even if it's just for fun, it's just to learn how to be able to, be flexible, go on the fly to change things to be the way you want it to be. That's why we always highly suggest, like, if any games that you want to play, it's not about competition, it's not about seriousness, it's about if you really want to learn and enjoy the character, you can learn the ins and outs of your character just to play with your friends.
Oh. I want to do that afterwards. See what I can do. Okay. Me too, Jerome. Okay, so I want to do... Hold up. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to... Okay. So... Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
One of the biggest humps that people have to also understand is I understand when people are like, when you set an expectation for yourself, or you feel like you have to do something, know that it's never going to be perfect. In a game that has you thinking so fast, you gotta make sure you know exactly that it's not always gonna come out the way you want it. No matter how much time we're playing a game that we played, I don't know, X amount of time, we still can mess up. And don't beat yourself over so hard when you mess up a combo, or you feel like, you see someone do something so cool, but why can't I do like that? Start slow, do what you can, and keep building from there. Once you get comfortable in remembering the character's moves that you really wanted to do, that's when you're able to apply it and be able to do the stuff that you think look fancy. Then you're starting to do fancy stuff, but it always takes time. You gotta walk towards what you want. Because Because I've heard people say like, you know, like, oh, I'm so discouraged because I couldn't do this one thing, or I could have done better. We've been there too, you know, but it takes time. Don't put yourself on such a high expectation level first, and just have fun with the game. When you take the first step, then you can start doing more. But don't feel so discouraged you felt like you've done something. Because I've heard a lot of people saying, you know, fighting games are not for me, or like it's too hard, or I'm trash at them. But I'm just like, have you given yourself the time and have the desire to learn it? If you wanted to play it for fun, you can. You don't have to be like tournament level in order to enjoy a fighting game. That's also
There we go, there we go. We're getting somewhere.
Good job, Sue.
Thank you. Okay. See that? We're getting somewhere. Okay. So if I do that twice, I feel like I can do this. I feel like I can do that. But maybe I'm wrong. But we'll figure it out. Everybody thinks, you know, everybody thinks that what they see other people do is easy. Then when they try it and realize they can't do it, they say, I can't do it because it's hard. But nobody ever pays attention to the fact that if you really want to do it, just be patient. Enjoy it. Do it for the reason of enjoyment. Don't do it for the reason of, I want to be the very best that no one ever was. It makes it's just you setting an expectation for yourself that doesn't need to be there. Take your time, enjoy yourself, press the buttons gently, and make sure that what you do comes out the way that you want it to. Sometimes you don't even think that the stuff that you want to do is even possible. What if you really like that Pokemon song? Well, you shouldn't let it affect how you want to play games. And welcome to the stream, Strange Noise. See, something as simple as that could lead on to something of a carry. I want to do it twice. Okay. No, why did I do it 3 times? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I can even see, like, you know, Jerome has, when we played Soul Calibur, the stuff that he did with Zasalamel is just different than, like, you know, if we were to pick some other random character, because he took his time to play, practice, because he likes the game, he likes the character. It's the same thing. It's like, when you put your passion into it, you're able to do some stuff that you never knew you could. And anyone can do it. The first thing to stop yourself from doing anything is doubting yourself. If you doubt yourself, you're setting yourself like a wall that you can't pass. Reason, let it happen, and have fun with it.
Oops.
Oh, that's a cute Chun-Li emote. Cute.
Ooh, we're getting somewhere. See, my damage gradually went up to 431. What did we start off with, guys? We started with a punch and a kick. You see? That's all we started off with. I didn't do anything special. Except this, right? Bang! So, you know, just enjoy it, guys. Enjoy.
Rebecca!
Good afternoon, Rebecca.
Because I had the same reaction when I first played Mortal Kombat. I was like, I can't do the stuff that I've seen. And then that's when I started to set like a limit to myself. But the truth is, what happened after I kept practicing? I kept trying to do things slowly, learn the first basic stuff first. Then I started to learn how to put everything together. And now, when people see me, they probably think I was started off good. I didn't. I had to write notes down. I had to keep just trying to play because I wanted to learn the character. Not that I wanted to be competition good. I just wanted to learn my favorite character. And it paid off. You know, it takes time. I truly wanted to play a game for fun. I wanted to learn a character I like, and then it took off from there.
Maybe I should do this one instead. Or this. Hey. Why am I not doing this, huh? Maybe I should. Let's see. Oops.
How are you doing today, everybody? I hope you guys are well. Thank you for joining us on the stream, and hopefully this is going to encourage people to actually try it yourself in any fighting game. It doesn't even have to be Power Rangers.
Ooh, I feel like that's gonna work. Okay, I feel it. See, guys, we just took everything that we learned, and that was it. People also get the wrong idea when they watch how quickly people who have been playing these types of games forever to pick up a new one. Yeah, that's true, but people often misinterpret how many other different types of fighting games there are. Just because somebody's good at Power Rangers doesn't mean that you have to be good at Power Rangers. Maybe you should use that as motivation to getting good in your own way. You know, it's all self-interpretation. I wish that people weren't so hard on themselves, but I'm the last person on earth that needs to say that. I'm very hard on myself, especially when like there's something that goes on and I know I could have fixed the problem, but I don't, and then that problem just winds up turning into something massive. I really don't like when that happens. But what you see is not entirely what you get, you know?
Now, but
There we go. Look, we're getting somewhere.
You don't have to worry too much about the future. We don't even know what's gonna happen tomorrow night.
We probably don't even know what we're having for dinner. I already have to go. It's okay, Rebecca. Thank you for dropping by.
Thank you for dropping by. Always appreciate your company very much. Yeah. And like that's the thing that like a lot of stuff that people have seen Strange Noise is that it's like who you watch, right? Like you watch like YouTubers, you watch Twitch streamers, you watch tournament players. You don't see the progress on where they started.
Oops, I did
You don't
the
know
no-no.
how long you've been playing. So a lot of people would misinterpret that you gotta be this good already, but you don't know the hours that people spent if they grew up playing games from one to another. It's a lot of things that you have to just start stepping into slowly but surely. Like I said, if you don't start to walk, you won't know how to run. People can't expect to start running before they actually work that. They build up that endurance, you know, build up those muscles, build up that whole body full of energy that you can keep pushing. It's the same thing for games. Any game that actually causes you to learn strategy and learning inputs and stuff, it's just if you
Would that
want to do
work?
it.
No.
If you want to do it, you just gotta keep going at it and understand the reason why you're playing it. It's not going to be great if it's not fun for you. If people try to go into it just because they want to be the best, they're setting
the wrong
themselves
mentality
with
already.
that word. Yeah, you're putting that word expectation already for yourself. Instead of that, a lot of times if you love, like I love Power Rangers, I want to get good at it. I love Mortal Kombat, I want to get good at it. You know, I just want to get good at the character because I like the character. Then that's your desire to actually get better in yourself, basically, than comparing yourself with it. And that's to anybody who's watching right now and the stream, who's lurking, who's in the chat. Don't look at other people and get what they want. Everybody's an individual. Play and learn and adapt to what you want, what you like, because it shines the most when you're doing something that you love, that's meant for you, not anything else. That's why we're all special in our own way.
Maybe I could do that twice. You know, this combo right here that I'm slowly and surely putting together. This is not the combo that I want everybody to practice. I want everybody to play their version of Anubis Kruger, you know? This is not the deficit combo that I'm like, guys, this is your character, you have to do this. Have fun. It's never fun when you have to do something, you know? I don't know anybody who was kids and loved doing chores because they had to. Nobody liked going to school because they had to go to school. This is not school. This is not chores. This is a game. It's for fun. That's why it's easier. That's why it's good. Hold on. That's why it's good into games with friends. It makes it easier to get into the mentality of just having a good fun time. Yep, I completely agree. Okay. As I've gotten older, I had less friends to get into fighting games with. Yeah, I know. That's the whole purpose of this stream night. I wish that I could get more people to care more about it and get more into it. Okay. That's what I want to do. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Daishi, stop it! He keeps coming out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't have very many people to play fighting games with anymore. Because a lot of people just don't like watching me. They don't like that I play fighting games as much as I do. That was cool.
And watch people play, even if it's just with friends. Like, I get a kick watching Jerome and Sartorius play together because they're just having fun with the game. They're playing the characters they like, and they just laugh and joke. And that's usually.
Oh no! I messed it up.
Honestly, I have to say, a lot of games were originally supposed to be like that. They were made for people to have fun, to enjoy their time, and it's interesting now that like sometimes everybody feels like everything has to be a competition when it's not. And it's nice when we can just go back and just think about, remember that old Street Fighter game you used to play with your brothers, and that's like, or it's like, it's just all for fun. People didn't even barely had guides and stuff, and people were just trying to do something cool with the game. It wasn't about like all the stuff that everybody feels like you need to learn in order to play good. It's just to have fun. I can already use Mortal Kombat as an example. Look at Mortal Kombat 11. Probably the most awesome storyline I've ever seen in a game in a long time. And that's a fighting game. And a lot of people don't, like, you don't have to be good in order to play the game to enjoy it. There's so many things that are so talented out there just for you to learn. It's fun. That's why I'm glad I found Twitch. I'm glad to unite. And I'm glad we're able to share stuff with you guys. Newer games feel designed to be more competitive and fun. Yeah, it's like, that's the thing. That's why I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 11, because it felt like it wasn't for comp. It was for everyone to play. It felt refreshing because it really didn't feel like those games now. Everybody's just like, oh, it's all about frame rate. And I have to play a certain way, or I have to play this character that's the best. It's that whole balance thing where it's just like you can play whatever character you want to. Some games, like Right Sir Hurries, some games that were the funnest were probably some of the most unbalanced games because they were just there. They didn't really think about it, but it was hilarious when you knew a character and played it, and it was like we basically built the game.
Why are you doing that?
Because wasn't like Third Strike one of the, that wasn't received well, but it became one of the best games?
Yeah, like Third Strike and Capcom vs SNK 2, those games were hated. People hated those games. People especially hated Capcom vs SNK 2 because in competitive play it's not fun to watch. Like, if you look at a Third Strike tournament, it's not fun. It's not fun to watch because all you see is Chun-Li's and Ken's everywhere, and Yoon, and they're all going for the same thing. They want that low forward into super, and if it's not that happening, Chun-Li is just chipping you out by not doing anything really. She's just poking you, and you're dying badly. And then you have your Yoon players who just stay back, and then they're just like mashing down medium because they want that meter. As soon as they get Ganasian, you get the combo. That's it. It's not fun. Competitive games can be fun, but Third Strike and Capcom vs SNK 2, they're not fun to watch. I was watching Mortal Kombat 11 branch, a tournament branch today, a little bit of it. I watched a little bit of it, and again, lo and behold, another Jackie player, and I'm like, this is what's not fun, because you're gonna have to keep fighting the same character over and over and over again, and that's why I don't want to compete. That's why I never wanted to compete. When I did want to compete, I think I did pretty well, and that was it. After that, when everybody was like, "Oh, why are you playing this character? You should play this character," you know, I just enjoy the game. Did we watch the Marvel tournament last night on Max's channel? I saw it was being streamed, but I was way too busy last night. I wasn't talking about the Cooperation Cup. I'm talking about just a straight Third Strike tournament. That's it. The Co-op Cups are my favorite, but a straight Third Strike tournament is boring. I'm sorry, it's just boring. It puts me to sleep. Virtua Fighter 5 Co-op Cup is awesome too. Why is he doing that?
He's obviously better. It's our turn to play the Dan Do. Dan's really fun.
487. Look, Jerome, I don't know if you saw that, but we're almost at half-life. And I'm realizing with this character, all of his secret damage comes from hitting X 2 times. So for somebody who's new and playing fighting games, this is not your level of character. It's not. Because doing this mid combo is too hard. Especially if you're trying to get used to playing the character and you're just getting into fighting games, your fingers are going to move too fast. So your combo is more than likely going to be this at first.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
That's all you've got.
Exactly what Strange Noise said. Probably the hardest in execution wise. So getting combos with him is quite difficult. I would actually suggest for beginner players to play Daichi. I would, if you have them. If you don't have them, feel free to play whoever you want. It's your game. You bought it, you purchased it, you can use whoever you wish. Because with him, I don't know if the microphone is gonna pick up how lightly, how gently you can press it. I'm gonna try to put the controller next to the microphone so you can hear how slowly and nicely and calmly you can just press it. I hope that came up on stream.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, that's how gently you have to press it with Daichi. You don't have to rush.
I'll handle this myself. Formation sword. Quantum leap. Formation airplane. Acceleration.
582, look at that. Awesome. It was entertaining to watch. It's okay. I'll try to recreate the combo one more time so you can see it. But everything that I combined is literally everything that I already showed on stream. You know, I'm pressing down 2, standing 4. You can practice this first if you wish, it's fine. But he's very hard to combo with because you have to really dash in and out of stance to carry the combo. So he's definitely not a beginner character. There we go. 484. Alright, look, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. That stance cancel. Yeah, it's really easy to mess up. But you know, you don't have to even use the stance cancel if you're not ready for it. You know, you can just do something like this right into super. If you're okay with 374, it's fine, because we're not gonna get 1,000 something damage unless we put hours into this game. Some people can pick it up faster than others, but that doesn't even matter. Just work at your own pace. So it's good. It's really good, and I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the fact that Strange Noise, you're explaining some stuff that I failed to mention. Thank you. I'm glad that the people who are watching actually even care enough to pay a visit to the stream if you're new, like Strange Noise. But just remember that not every character you're going to pick up right away. If you can, that's all the more reason for you to stick with the character. But don't pick a character because of cosmetics. That's always going to lead you down to the wrong path, and it's never going to work. And don't pick a character because everybody else is using the character. Pick a character that you like. Know who you are, know who you want, know what your team is, know what your buttons are, and you just, most importantly, just have fun. People have fun in different ways. Some people have fun playing competitively, other people just have fun playing casually, but I really just wish to grow the casual audience. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, so Mark, I know you can do it. We have faith. This, honestly, sir, watching you do this right now almost makes me really want to be like doing a video for Venus for Cherry. Not gonna lie, it really makes me want to.
480.
Because maybe I know more than I think I do. And that's all because I actually like the character.
You're welcome. And I heard you. I was just trying to focus. I apologize.
I know. I just want everyone to know. People to read what I want to see. You know, this reminds me too, like even like card games, how we have to read all the time the instructions of what the card does. And then when you play enough, you don't even have to read the description anymore. That's just like fighting games too, where you need, like, you gotta, once you get used to it, then you'll be able to do things much more faster and fluently. Everything takes time.
Absolutely. If there's any fighting game that anybody in the chat wants to learn, I'm down to learn with you guys. I would
Me too.
start up the stream, play that game, and see what character it is. But I'm very, very picky when it comes to characters. I'm very picky when it comes to characters.
It's like teaching people the basics really to get people to learn how to use whichever character they actually want to use in general. But yeah, we do have character choices that we're like, oh, we really don't agree with that kind of character because of obvious reasons. But aside from that, a lot of stuff just comes back down to just general gaming knowledge, fighting game knowledge. Smash Ultimate.
Okay. Smash Ultimate. If I can stream my Switch without it having lag to play a fighting game, I would. I would so do it. But I would actually suggest, if anybody wants to get better at Smash, Anthony streams Smash all the time. So he's probably the better person to ask. But I wouldn't mind learning how to play Palutena or Pit properly in Smash. I would definitely wouldn't mind.
Like, I saw how we can do custom rooms in Smash. If we wanted to learn together, we could set the life to be like the highest number and just screw around on it just to learn together if we ever wanted to try. Just not sure how good the internet connection is with that game. But like all other fighting games, like King of Fighters, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Dead or Alive, Power Rangers. You name them. There's a lot of good fighting games out there to actually learn. Yeah, the internet's bad. That's what I usually think so too.
If anybody wanted to, like, if anybody wanted to learn how to play Dead or Alive, I would primarily do the video for you first, ma'am.
Or maybe I should do the video.
Oh.
That game I play a lot.
I keep hitting the wrong direction. I need to slow down my brain speed for a minute because like the stuff that I'm pressing is not coming out the way I want it to. Maybe I could do that. No! No! See, yeah, he's definitely very difficult to carry combos if you're not used to this sort of thing. Because I'm struggling a lot here, but that doesn't mean that we can't do it. Huh.
I really don't mind if we ever had it. Because of our expanded knowledge of how many characters we use, sir, like we would be able to be like, hey, let's get some tips and tricks with these characters, or if you wanted to learn something. We probably have almost all the characters covered if we actually split the rosters the way we usually play.
I couldn't catch the last part because the noises of the game was louder than you. What did you say?
No, I was like saying that by the amount of characters we've used in many games, if anybody had characters to ask about from fighting games, we would probably have like some tips and tricks that we could tell people because of how many characters like we play that are different and like it's the same. Sometimes we have something that you may find out or I may find out that's different, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was like when you was playing Fujin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. It's this part. Because if you don't press it twice quickly to get your next move out, your combo drops. So definitely not a beginner, but you know, this is another thing that I want people to pay attention to. Strictly as a casual video game player, I completely take tier lists and throw them out the window. I can't when it comes to tier lists. They don't interest me at all. Because do they matter in competitive gameplay? It depends. Because sometimes people make lists that just make no sense. So learning this character has nothing to do with tier lists. I don't want anybody to mix those two together. When it comes to character difficulty, he's definitely one of the harder ones to play in this game that I'm discovering. But again, that's just me. You can play him however you want. Maybe you'll find him easier and you can teach me a thing or two. I would not mind.
I get you.
Oh, you're about to go? Alright. So then I guess I'll end the training session here. But I'm glad that you learned quite a bit about him, because
Yeah.
he's really fun.